In this video, I'm going to read the comments from the Clinton body double video, and there's been just an overwhelming amount of subscribers, views, and especially interaction comments in a very short period of time, less than 24 hours. And I'm really humbled by that. So I want to thank you all for that. And I'm going to thank you probably many times throughout this video. But I also want to thank Russian Vids because he is the catalyst. He's the person that made this video in particular on his channel to go to my channel to have people who subscribe to him and trust him to come over and check my stuff out. And I really do appreciate that, especially since the fact I had started up the YouTube channel a while ago, and I have other YouTube channels that I do on different subjects. And I've been a YouTuber since 2007. And that's one comment about somebody putting stuff in my bio. And I plan to do that. I just didn't expect the overwhelming amount of exposure in this amount of time, especially with just having 2 videos up and just, having subjects and topics I wanted to do. But Russian Vids said he was going to put up a YouTube channel, or a YouTube video, I should say, on his channel, talking about mine and asking people to go there and check it out. And about 2 hours later, it was up there, and I started to see the views and subscribers going up very quickly and the comments coming in so quickly I couldn't reply to a whole lot of them. So I replied to some of them, as many as I could, for being early in the morning at my time. And I decided to make a dedicated video. And I had asked him for his advice because I really do value his opinion. He's somebody not only who I valued as a YouTuber with particularly these subjects, and watched all his videos, and in my journey to wake up and see the world for what it really is, he was a major catalyst over the years, but also, more importantly than anything, his friendship over the years and just being a good dude. I really think that right there is more important, just being a good person, having faith, and all the things that we share in common as well, he's a young man. I don't know if I'm considered to be a young man anymore, but what I'm going to do, any way I could repay him and help him out, or we just all help each other out. And that's one part about the video that I think is really important, where he said, where you agree or disagree, basically, we are kind of all in this together, and we all need to help each other in our truth journey, I guess you would call it. And, mine might be a little earlier than yours. You might know a little bit more than me. That's awesome. That's the stuff I want. Guys like Russian Vids or anybody out there that are some of the commenters, I want to know that stuff. I want to learn. I'm never going to stop learning until the day I die about this stuff. And God, hopefully one day it all changes and we don't have to have these kinds of topics. Hopefully we're not going to be fooled and just fed a bunch of lies, but I don't see that ending anytime soon. So please, if you haven't subscribed to Russian Vids and you're watching this video, please go here. Link will be in the description. But we are going to go to the comments, and I'm going to go back and forth between that. And some people had pointed out some awesome stuff even I didn't notice on the body double video. So we would probably go back and forth between the comments and the body double video once again. So here are some of the top comments, and I'm going to switch between here and the newest comments to see as they populate if we have any new ones as we're coming in here, because it's been pretty overwhelming. Like I said, I'm very humbled by it. Let's go to Michael Jones. She loves kids. Look up the social experiment 18 years ago in Ghana, where she stole the children from their families and put them in concentration camps to be re-educated by GEMS in order to control them as adults to allow control of the country's resources. Now, I was saying that as a joke. Sometimes I know my voice is kind of deadpan, and I thought I had laughed, and I did answer that comment. I appreciate you subscribing to see what I'm about. And obviously from Russian Vids, that's going to be the pattern. Subscribe via Russian Vids, and you'll see that Russian sent me. I'm a subscriber numero 5. Thank you very much. And Daniel Mars must be stuck on 4. It's well above that. So, and D Liverpool is 007. That's pretty cool. So, and then we have Orain. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Greetings in the name of Jesus Christ. I was sent by Russian Vids. SM, I'm not sure. Not subbing yet. I'm keeping watch, though. Question, you're a believer of the Bible like our Russian Vids, or are you a Christian? Talk to us. Yes, I answered that question, and absolutely I am. Let's scroll down here. So she needs a catheter, but she's not really sick. Is she sick or not? That was one of the points I made, that people had said that's why she was wearing the different clothing to cover up a urinary catheter. So Let me see, scroll down a little bit. We have Jeff. He reluctantly subbed me. Just kidding. Thank you. Very happy to check out your work. Without analyzing it, you did. I instinctively thought Hillary looked different in this and the clip where she collapses. Your observations seem right on. Thank you. It's kind of weird. P.S. I open About tab on your YouTube channel and see you have no bio or info there. It would be interesting to know your background, motivation, etc. Jeff, that's what I addressed in the first segment. And man, yeah, it's just this has been. Like I said, it's so many comments and so many things to keep up with. I planned on doing that, and today will be the day that I actually do that. So Russian vids, and so where's the photo that you posed for with that kid? Robert Smith. Yeah, you figure, Robert, that this kid gets a photo op with her that will be all over Instagram, Snapchat, social media, whatever, with Twitter. When the Clinton camp say, look at her, she's taking a photo with a young voter or whatever. And yeah, where is that picture? That's pretty crazy. So here we go with Awake Soul subbed. If RV trusts you, I'll check you out. Thank you. I was on Godlike Productions when this was transpiring. There were some good tidbits I picked up from different threads. This is a body double for sure. The post interview with Anderson Cooper was a voice actor or computer generated voice as well. You know, this is that's a very good point, because a lot of people were saying, how could they fake the voice? But I don't think her voice is that unique where you can't have somebody try to imitate her voice close enough. I mean, they have the body double, which appears to be close enough. And there's a comment I'm going to go. It'll be somewhere on this page where they said they kept the distance so people can get a really close look at her. So, and let's see here. Check out this guy's Twitter. He's supposedly the guy who shot the footage of Hillary being loaded in the van. I cannot pronounce that name. He has another picture of her walking to the spot where they were waiting for the van to show up, and a video of her during the ceremony. Couple of things I have like my accent, I can't pronounce some words, so please don't thumbs down that. No photographers are present in either picture. He both gets a close-up video during the ceremony, a pic of her on the way to be picked up by the van, and a video that has been shot on a tripod of her collapsing without being loaded in the van, while being loaded in the van. The video of her being loaded in the van is too steady to have been done by hand. Great point. This was all staged, and yes, there was a body double involved. Very interesting that usually in this case, especially leaving the 9/11 memorial ceremony, there weren't a ton of photographers or people around crowding her, trying to get a picture or video of her leaving it early. And that is a very odd thing. Thank you very much, Awake Souls. That's a great point. Here, the video was made to hide the fact that she had been arrested at the 9/11 event, and news will leak out soon. So, Jay, that's Fear Mangler. Jay says, I hope to God you're right. There was something, I read a comment that said that she was actually handcuffed. She left and then went to the van outside, supposedly what was Chelsea's apartment, and she was handcuffed and taken into custody there. I got to see if I can find that comment. Tons of comments. So here we go. John, I can't agree with you. I can't agree in your resume. You're so spot on. Good video. What I'm wondering about it is how on earth is it possible that the American people and everyone else don't understand what is happening here? How is it possible that the people vote for something like this to presidency? I do not understand the mechanisms of the people who make it possible to be outwitted year after year, time after time. I must say I feel sorry for us, people of the world, that this is possible. They laugh at us all day through. What are you waiting for? Is it you, Americans, who must start the revolution that must come shortly unless the American people take this step? The world is lost forever. I was just asking myself that, like, after I made this video, I'm like, man, what is it going to take? All these things about whether it's staged or not, or a hoax, the fact that we're being deceived and lied to in one way or another, whatever way you believe, whether everything is a hoax, a stage, whether there's a body double, whatever, even the person that believes the mainstream media believes the politicians lie at the very basis of everything. So it's very interesting that people are just lemmings, and just maybe it's just laziness. Maybe it's just our society of people that are just, they want everything on demand and now, and everything's so easy. No one wants to do research or do work themselves. The work ethic and the individual minds of people to know without being told. Right now, we're kind of told, and I'm going off a little bit of a tangent. We want everybody to tell us what to believe. We don't want to do the work, and that's something that, John, you are absolutely right. People would have to wake up and want to actually take accountability and learn and wake up and find the truth for themselves. And I think that's a great point, great comment. So Sandra says when she lost her shoe at Van, wasn't it a heeled shoe? This chick has on flats. I don't know. Just asking. Oh, that's a good call. I don't look at shoes, so I don't know. And here we have a comment. Sorry, you're about to be flooded with subscribers. I realize that now. Compliments of Russian vids. Please just respond to some of the comments once in a while. God bless you. Well, God bless you too. And I'm doing my best. And he said, sorry, well, just one more comment. The body double is much closer in appearance than Barnwell. As they aged, the semblance faded. Yes, Teresa Barnwell. I just mentioned her. I'm sure there's more than just one person that looks like Hillary Clinton, or I've heard multiple body doubles. So I'm not exactly sure about that. So thank you very much for the 2 comments. Don't be sorry about commenting, please. So I'm going to go to Trent. This is a good one here. Russian vids sent me. That's going to be a pattern, like I said. I have to say that being dehydrated and collapsing myself, that I can say I was in the hospital from the time I collapsed was early afternoon, and I did not get released until it was dark. It was summertime in Georgia. So I have to say that this video producing a real Hillary is false, and it is a body double. Well, Trent, as I said in the video, I've had pneumonia. I've been severely dehydrated, and I consider myself to be in pretty good shape. She didn't look like she was in the best physical condition anyway. She doesn't look like she hits the gym every day, and she recovered much quicker than me. I'm talking about way, way, way quicker. It took me about a week to really get back to where I could function. And I still go back to the fact that, I'm going to go to the video here. I still go back to the fact here, and there's no audio. Once again, I want to make a quick point. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the people that talked about my audio levels too. I hope they're better now. But I want to show this as she comes out. There's absolutely nobody. There's nobody there. She had just collapsed, and there's nobody anywhere near her. And I'm going to go to there's nobody around her. Nobody around her at all. And I think I have actually another camera angle. Well, there's the little girl. I'm still wondering where that photo is. There is nobody holding her up. And she does look quite a bit slimmer. I wish I could change my hair and lean out, lose a ton of weight in a matter of hours. Maybe she has the new exercise and diet fad she can make millions off of. But this is amazing that she has nobody propping her up and nothing to hold her up when she couldn't even stand without being on a post and a person holding onto her arm. It's pretty crazy saying you're dehydrated with pneumonia, and this is the way you are however many hours later, the same day. It's insanity. So scroll down here. Here we go. Sharon. Wow, they, in quote, are getting more sloppy with every orchestrated event. It sure sounds like Hitler when she says to generic phase, it's a beautiful day. But when she says to the child, what's your name, her voice is completely different. Do you think they could have edited in Hillary's true voice? That's good. This is very clever. True voice in the beginning. It's been 2 separate women, undoubtedly. They can change their flesh, but not their skeletons so much. There's no amount of dollars to accept a job impersonating that monster. May God have mercy on all of us when she is named our leader. I believe Russian Vids is a stand-up guy that sticks to his beliefs no matter what people say. And although I don't agree with every single thing he says, I'm sure he wouldn't with me. I consider him a brave brother, helping wake others from the great deception. I do respect and support him. God bless you and yours, Sharon. Same to you. And that's what I was saying before. You can disagree about all that, but people have to stick together, because I think when it all comes down to it, it's much better to argue amongst ourselves and know we want to head in the right direction rather than turn on each other, and we got to stick together. Especially what you just said is great, because man, all these things that are happening when it comes to this lady, and no matter what happens and what evidence and what emails are destroyed or deleted, and how many people take the fifth, she's still like the favorite to become the president. So obviously it just points to a rigged system. And they admitted they make a joke out of it. Like I said, they mock this in mainstream media about it being a body double. They're kind of like just trying to diffuse it by bringing it out into the mainstream news as a joke. And then people will be more apt to believe them than us. So it's pretty crazy. So great job. Very interesting. Thank you. I'm going to try to read all these. These are a lot of comments. So please, this is something interesting. Hillary death tweet. Let me click on that. So I popped the Hillary Clinton reported to have died under hospital treatment. I saw that and it was pulled. So I'm glad the tweet got captured. Very nice. Thank you. That CIA sent me here. Sub 246. Thank you. Buddha Girl. I immediately thought this was a double too thin. A woman can spot this kind of thing. Also notice the African American guard who's not left her side for months is not with her when she gets into the van. I remember that guy. I talked about it with the who calmed her down when she froze on stage, and the guy who had supposedly the seizure medication on hand by her. And it's pretty crazy that he's nowhere to be found. I thought so too. Bernadette says this. It was like the Hobbit scenes from the movie where you knew it was a kid in a wig. Hobbit had better writers and director. The powers that be should really look on to better writers and stuff. That's a good point. So let's see here. What if it was the real heroine? The other one is a clone twin. I mean, there's been rumors about clones. There's all sorts of stuff out there that can become disinformation. It's hard to sift through all of it. Elaine subbed because of Russian vids. Looking forward to seeing your work. I reckon they have been using at least one body doll mixed with the real Hillary for some time, only with the kid to stop height comparison. Maybe that is a good point. That was staged for a reason. There's no photo apparently on the internet, and maybe that was it. Oh, yeah, that she's about the same height because they have the little kid to compare her to. Amazing that I've seen reports back in August when I did my research, and I'm still continuing to do it, and we're all going to be doing it forever, trying to keep up with all this. But as early as August, I mean, not even late August, but early August, they were talking about body doubles. It just wasn't being covered anywhere. And I was like, wow, this is pretty crazy. So, way back when Saddam Hussein was doing stuff, he was using a body double. So I guess we picked it up from him. So here we go. I'm going to go with the newest first, switch it around a little bit. The woman they claim, this is Barry White. The woman they claim is her body double does not look like her. They can do better than that. They might even do a prosthetic face or something where, when they are only filming her 30 seconds or so. So the little girl's wearing a dress. Hillary's feminazi army will be triggered by that. Yeah. All right, here we go. Maybe there's one close to her, so it's hard to make judgment. Oh, no one is close to her. It's harder to make judgments on height and make comparisons between her and her body double. Once again, nobody is around her. Now, there is some Secret Service or one or two over here. They are not too far away. I'm going to play this video a little bit. I just feel like it's just odd. There's the other angle. So like here we have a spot right here where the van, if she was really in bad shape, the van could have been right here in front of this door. But she's walking all the way over here, and there is people here being blocked off. And of course it's staged because the minute she comes out, let's see if I can back this up. At this point with the kid's over here and she calls the kid out. So pretty, I mean, at least in that way it's staged, but look at how far she has to walk with no help at all after collapsing just a short time later. There's the kid right there sending the kid back. But it's pretty amazing. And there she's walking on her own. She needs no help whatsoever. That's me in the video doing the thing with the arrow. She's getting along just fine. So that, and the guy's coming behind her. There's Secret Service, but not holding onto her arm and not protecting her. And she is getting into the van. That's just amazing. That's crazy. And that was the next comment. Where's her security detail? A lot less people than usual. Really, really weird. So this coming back up here, yep, it took her 90 minutes to get her clothes off and get her body double ready at this stage. Okay, good point. And here is Tawanda. Hillary Clinton is falling down, cannot walk upstairs, passes out, cannot remember if she had training to handle classified material as Secretary of State. Hillary Clinton lies about her email and her Clinton Foundation. She is married to a known rapist who she enables at every turn. Hillary Clinton is for sale to any foreign governments that give her a donation. She has known brain damage that she lies about. And CNN questions the mental health of Donald Trump. You really are the Clinton News Network. Clinton News Network. I'll get that name right. Yes, CNN. Clinton News Network. Hillary Clinton is crazy. I don't know if I can say the curse words because of the advertiser-friendly stuff. So everything you just mentioned there, Tawanda, it is proven as far as all that stuff. And she continues to be pushed as the next president, the de facto president of the United States. So really just exposing a rigged system. Jacqueline, if this is a body double, I bet when she hits the ground, she messed up her face. Let me go down a little bit more. So I'm going to try to reply to all these comments. Obviously, these kind of videos, after I make them with comments, would be, I hope, beneficial to people out there so I can answer a bunch at once, but I'll also be typing them out. As you can see, I've answered some here. Here's a great point. Furthermore, when the body double came out of the building, she was wearing a shoulder bag on the right side. Hillary always uses left side. Women will always have a preferred shoulder. See more up here. Let's damning observations. Now she's definitely being held up there. There's the right shoulder. There's her getting into the van. That's the right shoulder. Left shoulder for Hillary. Yep. I know that for a fact. I don't know if any women want to comment on that part of it, but from what I know when I have a backpack or any kind of bag, I favor one shoulder over the other. So, from Russia with Love, new sub. There's John Kennedy right there. Scroll down here. She looks like the Joker. You better watch it. You might be part of the Clinton body count, Charles. Be careful there. Excellent presentation of information. Thank you. Thank you. Google Plus sucks. Oh, man, that's great. Let's having trouble loading some of the comments. Here we go. Russian vids. Awesome, people. That is a double. Russian vids. So it's awesome. So great stuff. Lots of comments. Keep them coming, please. I'll try to answer as many as I can, whether it be between combined this video and also typing out the comments as they come in. I hope that I can answer each and every person out there. Appreciate the views. Appreciate the subscriptions. Please stay subscribed. I'm going to be coming with a bunch of topics. I'm going to try to do videos every single day, maybe not the weekends, but every day, at least during the week, if not more. Please stay subscribed and please support people like Russian Vids, who's just an amazing person and an amazing friend. So thank you, everybody. See you in the next video.